Hey there YouTube, this is Elite Master bringing a video review. This time I'll be looking at the very unique little model kit, the high-grade Universal Sentry RX-110 Gabthley EFSF Prototype Transformer Mobile Suit. Yeah! Now then, this thing is pretty cool. As you can see here, this is its mobile armor mode, whatever it is. Kind of looks insectoid if you ask me. And as you can see, it is on a little action base. It comes with this stand, so you don't have to worry about it. So let's pull it off of here now. It just connects via this little Y-shaped, U-shaped connector. And this is the mobile armor mode. Pretty unique looking. It's got two beam cannons right here. Its beam rifle under here. It's got these claws that can open up here. And there's a double joint right there at this claw. I'll show that more later. But it's pretty nice. It's got a lot of molded little details here and there with the red. Good color separation. They're supposed to be red right there in that piece. But, eh. Now then, let's go over his transformation, shall we? First, pull this off. It's beam rifle. And weapon, multi-weapon of sorts. Then you're going to want to take this piece, fold it all the way around and flat to the back, and that's the head. Come in here, you just rotate the arms out, we'll deal with those later. Actually deal with it now. Pull this piece out, this little piece right here. See the difference? And then push the actual arm in, and then you can rotate it. So if you don't push it in, you get a double joint right there. I'll talk about that during the articulation, but push that in, pull that out, and there's most of the upper body. Now then we come down here, we move the legs down, we take these out. These pieces, you gotta take off the little armor pieces on the side. These. You take the claw, you fold it back on that double joint so that it's flush like that. And that will come off a lot if you aren't careful. Fold this one around, fold this, push up, and there you got the leg. You gotta push that joint in too. You can pull this joint out for mobile armor mode. Just push that in for mobile suit mode. You come back here, you just gotta connect things. Damn it. Okay, give me a second here. It's been a while since I transformed this. There we go. Just gotta get the armor pieces around the legs. It's kind of troubling. Come on. Work with me here. Oh, there we go. There you go. Then you can close that flap up and bring the skirt back, flatten that out, and there's one of the legs. It likes to come loose. And we do the same over here. Actually, I'm going to show this off now because this is in the instructions. You can have him have his claws in mobile suit mode. You just gotta remove, not the whole foot, just the toe. Just move the toe. Leave it like this, and you rotate it, push that joint in, and you can have his claws while he's in mobile suit mode, and these things just stay there. And you can just throw them on the action base again. But just do this, rotate this around, fold up the claws again. I showed this on the other leg. I'm going to try and speed through this part if the claw would stay together. And I've tried, you can't fit the beam sabers in the claws, which I'll get to in the accessories. Come on, click in. Click in. Obey me. Whoops. Ah, there we go. Connect the piece on the leg. This is kind of troublesome, although it is nice that it can fully transform with very minimal part swapping. Fix up the back skirt. That flap. There we go. Put the toe back in. And let me just get the hands out. Where are you, hands? There you are. Get the hands. You just slide, just pop right in. Simple ball joint. Simple ball joint. There we go. They're not polycap ball joints, so you gotta be careful. It's plastic on plastic. That might wear out. And there we have the Gabthley. Gabthley. The thing. And it's actually pretty cool looking. It's from Mobile Suit Gundam Zeta, I believe. You could probably guess because it's a Transformer mobile suit and it looks really weird. That was like a theme with Zeta. They have really weird looking Transformer mobile suits. Now then, for plastic colors, you see you get a brown, a green, and some yellow. And a little bit of red and gray. That's all you get. For stickers, you got this little yellow sticker there. Pink stickers here. Yellow on the arms. Yellow on each side of the leg. Right there. Pink on the thing. Head. And you get a little mono eye sticker. You can't really see it. It's very small. You get three mono eye stickers. One pointing to the left, one pointing to the right, and one in the center. I used the one in the center. You also get 4 stickers for the beam rifle. 2 on that side, 2 on that side. I'll talk more about this later in my sadness with this weapon. Now then, for his articulation, let's go over that, shall we? His head is on a ball joint and like a double joint at the neck. At the base of the neck and on top of the neck, so you can forward and back. He can look up pretty good, down pretty good, tilt side to side, but he can't really rotate just because of the way that those fins on the side of his head come into contact with his backpack. His arms can move forward and back slightly. They can rotate. Shoulder armor can move up and down. These beam cannons can still rotate or wiggle around. Only ever used really in mobile armor mode. His arms can go out that far. That's kind of disappointing. They can rotate here. This armor piece can wiggle around. And he's got a joint here at the elbow. And like I said earlier, if you pull out that transformation joint, you can give him a double jointed elbow. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but you can. Rotate it and wiggle at the waist. No real waist movement whatsoever. Skirts can move out, forward and back, and the back skirts can move out a bit. And they can move out quite a bit. His legs can go forward. If you move the leg armor, the skirt armor, back, they're on ball joints. In and out. Rotate at the knee. Bend at that joint of the knee. It's really loose though because it's not supposed to be used as an articulation joint. Bend at this joint of the knee, about 90 degrees. His foot can go forward and back on a ball joint, side to side, rotate slightly. You can actually rotate it that far before you start hitting the armor. Little foot armor right here can move him down. His feet can go down and down. And that's about it. So his articulation's okay for a Transformer mobile suit of its size. But it's not bad. Now then, for his little accessories, he's got 4 beam saber handles, 2 on each arm. These are the beam saber handles. They're tiny and gray, really neat looking. Just peg in there. They fit in the hand fairly well. But these hands I'll talk about in a minute. And he's got 2 clear, whoops, knocked the camera. 2 clear yellow beams right here. They look really nice. Just peg in there, and there you go. There you go. Nice little beam saber. He's got 4 of them. Only 2 clear big beams, but he can't hold 4 anyway. So whatever. And I really like how they're stored into the arms like this. It's actually pretty cool looking. And he's got the thrusters too. And I guess you can still use these beam cannons if you want to, if you point his arm like that. Now then, for his main accessory is his beam rifle lance thingamadoo. This has a couple moving pieces on it, this little thing. And then these claws. Not sure what these are for, but they can move. Now there's two ways you can make him hold it. This piece right here is a handle, and this right here is a handle for the beam rifle. How you do that is, take the trigger finger hand, you gotta take off the fingers, and this is where I'm going to talk about these horrible, horrible hands. You see, you can get it in there. You can get the beam rifle in there. You can put this hand piece on there, if I can get it in there. And you got it holding the beam rifle. That looks nice. But then, the slightest movement and the hand falls apart. And the hand falls apart. And the hand falls apart. God, stay still. There. Now you can have him holding the beam rifle like that. And it's really troublesome to get him to actually hold it in his hand without having the hand fall apart while holding the beam rifle. And that is troublesome. Really, the best way to use this weapon is to have him hold it at this point, and I'll show you what he can do there. But just, come on. Just this once. Just this once. Stay together. No? You're not going to stay together? Alright, fine, screw it. I never pose it with this weapon anyway. Although it is cool, but I can't pose it with this weapon. You see how there's a little hole there? That fits a beam. So it's a little beam lance that he can hold on to. He's supposed to hold on to. Let's see if I can't try it with this hand. Come on. Damn it. Come on. Hold it. Yes! It's holding it. Yes! No! Don't fall apart on me. I guess if you thicken up those little pegs on the hands with glue, he could hold it better. But that's just a huge problem with these earlier, like, larger scale, high-grade hands. I believe this thing and the Methis have the same problem with their hands. I don't have the Methis, so I can't really tell. Oh, another thing for transformation, you gotta move this tail piece up so his legs can have more room to move. But yeah, there it is. You see how wobbly that weapon is in his hand? It looks nice. It's really cool looking. But it's just too much of a problem to deal with, so I rarely pose him with it. You can put him in on the action base still. You gotta take this piece off. And the cool thing about the action base is it can store all of his unused accessories, including his hand. His terrible, terrible hand. Come on. There we go. It's got 3 little ports for the hands. 2 ports for the beam sabers, and there are supposed to be 2 little green covers that cover up the action base connectors on his back. Those holes right there. Right there. But I lost those a long time ago when I first built this guy. And there's another slot here for that, which, where'd it go? There it go. For that, which is covering the hole for the action base connection for its mobile suit mode. And right here the space has some articulation. You can rotate here, you can move in and out here, and in and out here. And it's being held together with nuts and bolts, with screws and little nuts. So it's pretty sturdy. And that's pretty much it. I do like how you can store everything on here, even the other action base connector, even though it's kind of annoying to get this one in there. There we go. But you can put him up on the stand, and he does look pretty good. He's very impressive. There we go. And he's on the stand. I'm going to take him off, because I'm going to do size comparison. Well, there he is, and he's actually a fairly tall mobile suit. Here he is next to the standard size, the RX-78. And as you can see, he actually towers over him quite a bit. He's really tall. And that's pretty good. He's about 1,600 yen. So current market rate, that'd be about 18, maybe $19 or so. I'd say it's worth it. It's got a wee bit of painting you need to do. The thrusters should be black on the outside, red on the inside. It's a good thing they make them red so you don't have to paint as much. These little circles on the side of its shoulders supposed to be red with black in the center. You know, all those little details that need to be picked out. It's really not that bad. The only thing I have a problem with this guy are his hands. See? That fell apart again. Why? Why do you do this to me? I'm a nice person. I take care of my models. Why you gotta do this to me on the camera, huh? Why you gotta do this, Gabthley? Huh? Still can't pronounce your name, is that why? Huh? Oh well. But like I said, he's got pretty good accessories. I really do like how all four of the beam sabers are molded in. Or not molded in, but you can actually take them all out. And you can have him hold two of his beam sabers. And this thing, I can throw it to the side because I'm never going to freaking use it again. I guess... No, you can't. I was going to say you could probably store it on the back. But this is where it stores in the back. And there's no way you're going to be able to store it on the back with this thing there. Because that covers up that same peg. So there's no place to really store this if you're not going to use it, which I'm not going to use it, so I'm going to throw it in a box with other parts. And it's the only thing that can't be stored on the base, so I'm going to know what this belongs to if I open up that box. Doesn't matter. But yeah, this is the Gabthley. It's got nice detail. I like the hoses molded in on the neck, right there. It's got nice detail. It's pretty good. It's got quite a few stickers, but considering that most of these stickers have to go around rounded pieces, they're actually pretty good. Like right here, these are round pieces on the pink right here, but they folded around it pretty good. Especially these ones in the arms. These were terrible to get on, but once they're on, they actually stay pretty well. But yeah, that's the Gabthley. I suggest you pick it up only if you're really interested in unique looking mobile suits, or if Zeta was like the greatest thing ever to you. Which it just may have been. But if you've never seen the series, or if you don't like interesting looking, very unique looking mobile suits, I suggest pass it up, because that's like a $20 kit, and you could probably get better kits that you will like, that you will recognize for that much. But yeah, I do recommend this, mostly only if you're looking for a very unique kit. Both of its modes are awesome looking. Well, mobile suit mode's awesome looking. Its mobile armor mode is weird. And if you like to mix them up, you can have him with his claws out and stuff like that. It's very, very playable. You can do a lot with this kit. Well, that's Elite Master with my look at the Gabthley. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, like I said, only pick them up if you're really interested in it. It's not really something you'd impulse buy. It is on the expensive side in terms of high grades, and with what you get, it's okay. Plus side, you get a pretty cool looking action base. So yeah, that's it. Tune in next time.